door to value. So this is referring to new beginnings in finance and or career, and that is what she's working on here. So this card is like the potential for exciting new beginnings or some kind of expansion related to work and money or career. All right, hello there, and thank you for allowing me this opportunity. For those of you who are viewing, this is a special request reading using the dominoes with a 3-card message, and it's supposed to be on you and your thoughts. So I am to kind of get the thoughts of the individual that's being read. However, this turned into a financial general read, I would say. However, the person was not displeased by the information. It was very much helpful, and here we are recording it for your viewing. All right, so let's get started here. The dominoes below are what fell out during the initial interaction, and of course we have the 3-card message here. So I'm going to go through each one and give you the message that was received during channeling, as well as the domino that comes with it. Okay, so we're going to start with this domino here, or line 1. Line 1 is always going to be a message that is referred to you. Of course, the whole message is about you, but it's something directly for you, something directly from spirit that maybe you need to know, and to maybe kickstart you in the right direction for your journey. All right, so line 1, number 1 is about you. Number 1, the messages that were coming out was simple pleasures were on the mind. Now, during this divination, it was agreeable between me and the person being divined on that they were really thinking about having an intimate relationship with someone, and they were really like dead set on having a partnership, a romantic partnership with someone. However, they acknowledge the fact that they are not really ready because this person wanted to have their finances in order. Although those of you who might say, well, why does the finances matter? Well, they kind of do not feel secure out in the dating field without having their finances in order to be able to take care of themselves in the event they have to pay for something or while dating. I mean, if your finances aren't straight in this person's mind, then I shouldn't be dating. But yet and still, we want somebody, we want to date somebody. We want to have some kind of intimate interactions with someone here. So anyway, direct message was simple pleasures on the mind, and wondering if the next love affair will be an intimate affair and how long it will last. This person, we'll just say the name is Vera, wants something long term, but not really, because she was kind of going back and forth about if she really wants this relationship or not, or any relationship. I mean, there are prospects, of course. Yet Vera knows that she wants something, just unsure about what level of the interaction or what level of want here. And I kind of picked up that, there was some past emotions still hanging around from a previous relationship. So it's kind of like, am I really ready to do this now? Nevertheless, I felt that something new begins within a month or two, no more than 3 months from now. A selection of 2 to 3 men may be in rotation before we end this upcoming summer. And this doesn't mean that Vera will be intimate with all 2 to 3 men. It just means there might be some close interactions, like they may go out to eat dinner or something like that. Those are intimate interactions. Anyway, the first domino that we have here are 2 5s. And with 2 5s, I felt like emotions run wild, unaligned entertainment here. So emotions will be running wild and unaligned entertainment. We have 2 5s. 2 5s is like the challenges and changes that will be presented. So these people that will be coming for Vera are mostly going to be distractions. Some are for fun. Some are just going to be a mess. Nevertheless, it breaks up her routine a little bit. Confidence may boost because, now you're wanted and you're getting the attention of the opposite sex. Now she'll have some things to do after work on some occasions, like if someone wants to meet up with her, but she was advised not to make late nights a habit due to the fact that she has to work the next day. And respectable women don't fool around between 10 and 2 a.m. Okay, so that was like an advice for her, like, hey, you can go on out, but you need to be back home because your work schedule doesn't allow you to be outside after 10 and 2. Kind of, I mean, that was said wrong, but between 10 and 2, you need to be home, or you need to be having yourself somewhere sitting down where you're not making a lot of movement, you're not doing a lot of movement. Okay, now line 2 refers to partnerships, connections. Basically, it's you plus whatever. It could be you plus your job, you plus your business, you plus anything you involve yourself with, even if it's a person. So here for Vera, the message that came out was that she was thinking of getting ahead, trying to progress. That has been something that was heavy on her mind. The need to cut off unnecessary talks, gossip that's not getting her nowhere is there. Like that is present. It is needs. Spirit is saying you need to get rid of those kind of talks. Whatever she's doing during her day, if she's interacting with people that's doing so, that needs to be cut out of the plan. Plans need to be put in place to help her move forward. She was advised to try all of her ideas, and Spirit is saying they can be fantastic in reality, but how would Vera know if she never opts to try them out? Another piece of advice was not to allow people to get close to her that came without a bag of value. So this is like you have to have equal reciprocation here, or even equal exchange of energy. Like you can't be pouring all your energy into this man or this woman or this whatever, and it's not reciprocating. Like it's just draining you, suck you dry financially, mentally. I mean, we're trying to work on something here. And if your thought is to get ahead, then we don't need to be spending energy anywhere where it's not helping us to get ahead. So Vera was advised that she has those persons that she interact with, because we're on the line of partnerships and connections, those persons have to have something to give in return. Like it has to be an equal exchange here. Now, the domino that comes out was a 4 and a 3 combination. 4, stability expands wildly or in a wild way. We have a 4 and a 3. Now, Vera is advised that trying her ideas may lead to a prosperous union. This could also mean that a connection to someone could lead to prosperity as well. This could be a collaboration. For the most part, this work is done by Vera alone, as in she will take the lead on the projects that she does. If she decides to start doing some of those grand ideas that she has written down on paper previously and start putting them into action. And possibly maybe someone adds to what she is trying to build here with herself in terms of a business here. All right. Now, moving on to line 3. Line 3 speaks on expansion, growth, progression, and line 3 is also the sum of line 1 and 2, depending on which way we're moving. Now, for Vera, the message was during channeling, other people can be your distraction, which we know that she got heads up in that. Other people can be your distraction. This can hinder the growth tremendously. Now, let me stop right there, because on this line is what can help or hinder your progression. And it can also, be the sum of 1 plus 2. So 1 and 2, lines 1 and 2, what was said in those 2 areas. Okay, moving forward. People who are not adding to Vera's health, finances, or general well-being should not be giving any kind of special privileges to her, meaning her time and attention. Moving forward with people or persons who vibe with her or who are on the same page will provide her with the luxuries of life that she's looking for. More advice here is to remove herself from fears that she carries, like feeling like she will fail. Remove herself from personnel who are not willingly adding to her well-being. The main objective is to build stability really fast and rapidly over the next 3 to 4 months. I advised her that this will be kind of tough, but very much so doable if distractions are kept at a minimum here. Now, on line 3 we have domino 1 and 5. 1 is the new beginning, 5 is that challenges and changes. So new beginnings bring challenges and changes, and I want you all to know that each time you start something new or go about something in a new way, there will be some challenges and changes to be presented each time. I don't care if you broke up with John. I mean, you know how life was when you were with John, but you never knew what life was after you broke up with John until now that you broke up with John. So that is something new, and it's going to present some new challenges and changes, especially if John was helping you with bills or he was cutting off something that you had to take care of. Now you have to go back to taking care of that. So it's something new. All right. So remember that. This combination also points to some type of affair or a proposal that can present some type of emotional journey for Vera. She may also begin new things that open up some avenues or doors that she has never before experienced. Of course it will, because it's new, it's never before experienced. But like I said, anything that you start that's new is gonna pose some challenges and changes because you have never experienced it before. It's not supposed to be super easy. It's gonna be something. All right. Line 4 is speaking on our stability of the mind, or what area. Like if we are talking about our finances, if it's stability in health or whatever other area, okay? Because the stability determines our next move. And if you're trying to move cross country and you know your health is not right, I mean, that's going to be a very difficult move, especially if you're, I'm just going to pick something, just the top of my head, asthmatic, and you're traveling across country and you know that you have a hard time breathing when you're trying to lift boxes and stuff. You know, you're going to have a problem trying to move all these things by yourself. So you might need to make sure that you have enough of the little whatever things you need before you make this move. Or if you have help, which will fall under loving relationships. Yeah, because family can fall under there. If you have that support system, that can fall under loving relationships. So if you don't have that, you're going to have a hard time. So 4 speaks on stability. Stability determines our next move. And here for Vera, she knows, because I've told her that financially she needs help. This area, the finance area, has to be the main focus for the next 2 to 3 months for her. Nothing else can get in front of that. So Vera has to make major strides, but it has to occur in these next 3 to 4 months from now, from this moment that I'm reading this. Okay? Making deals with people who are only beneficial to her, not the other way around, is going to work for her. Okay? And this means because she is very skilled at what she does, and she often attracts people who is coming to take and not reciprocating, that is why it has to be like people that are beneficial, that, genuinely coming to assist, help, and whatever have you. She is advised to be quiet in her endeavors and her movement. So you can't be telling people your next move, what you're going to be doing, how you're going to do it, who's helping you. You got to be quiet. Whenever you're trying to make a plan, or whenever you're moving in your plan, your movements have to be kept quiet, okay? So if more than one person is assisting Vera, she was advised, coming from Spirit, that he, she, or they should not know about each other. Like, this person don't need to know about each other, this person don't need to know about each other. Because maybe they might be coming from 2 different areas. Like if she's working on health and this person is, a personal trainer. So why would the personal trainer want to know about stock if the personal trainer isn't even interested in stock? So they don't need to know about each other. So this person is her go-to for this person is her go-to for that, and that's it. You keep them separate. So Vera does not need to inform any of these parties about their dealings when it comes to her. So with the next domino on 4 here, or line 4, we have a 2 and a 5 combination here. Now, close relationships present challenges and changes, because we have a 5 here for challenges and changes, and 2 is close relationships. So with this domino here, she's advised that there is a threat of a relationship to fail. There is also a threat of a new idea or partnership that could fail. The reason could be due to less time involved to see the progress of the interactions or the ideas. Now, if Vera is dealing with more than one person or thing, basically what this domino is saying, that something may fail, because how do you have the time to spread yourself around all these things if you have 6 people or 6 things that you're trying to work at the same time? All 6 can't get your evenly, can't be getting all of your attention. It's not going to be evenly distributed. So that means that something may fail. Something that she may have wanted to see it through may decide to fail, and what is really working out for her will shine through. Now, the attempt to have more than what is given will not happen. So it's kind of, for example, if you're on more than one social media and this one is getting more whatever attention than this one, I mean, that one might crumble and this one maybe should be the one that you lead with. Not everybody is good with TikTok. Not everybody is good on Facebook. Some people may be good with YouTube. Some people may be good with Instagram. So maybe she will come to realize that, hey, maybe you need to go with this. Same with a person. Like if this person is not giving this and this person is giving this and this person keep flaking out, then you maybe need to go ahead and see what you can do with this person. They're coming, they're showing up for meetings, they're doing all these collabs with you, and this right here, you may have wanted to see it through and it's just not working. You may have liked this person a lot, but they're just not, meeting the expectations for the both of you. So it's got to go. Now, I do feel like a second chance opportunity may present itself later should something like that happen between an idea or a person. It could present itself like later, like most likely in like 3 to 4 months after the failure has happened. But and there will be some solitude and silence in between. So maybe like when she cuts off the person or the person just falls off, there's going to be silence in between, and then 3 to 4 months later they may be coming back around, which is not something unusual that a person will come back around, because now you put in that consistency in what you got going on, that you're probably not going to be paying any attention to whatever is going on over here, and therefore the person is going to be like, hey, you're doing great, and they kind of want to sneak back in or get back in with you. And that, we'll get to that if that comes about for Vera in those next 3 to 4 months. Now, line 5 speaks of challenges and changes, and we're going to get to the channeled message. This was a large message. I took like little small notes here. Now, Vera was advised that the areas that are to be affected are more so located in the area of finance, love, and career. Remember at the beginning when I said she most likely, or not most likely, she really wanted somebody, but I mean, if you have a plate that is already full and Spirit is saying that you need to work on your finances, where can you put in a new relationship? You will not be able to, manifest what you're trying to have in terms of finances if you're putting in a full-on love relationship. Not saying that you can't collab with somebody and it turns into a love relationship. It's just the finance piece has to be worked on first. All right? And so anyway, the most affected or areas to be affected here are located in finance, love, and career. So not having a desirable outcome in these areas will bring on some health issues or concerns. And the reason being is, well, if you're stressed, that is going to bring about a health issue or concern. Now we're going to have lower back problems, headaches, or whatever happens with your body whenever you're stressed, okay? Things change for the better, though, or for the worse within the next 3 to 4 months from now. Vera is advised to maintain focus in the area of finance and keep distractions at a fine minimum. Okay? So over the course of a month or two, Vera may have minimal interaction with folks that she once had on the regular. Her elevation will require strict separation on her part. So she might have to separate from some people so she can be really focused and hunker down on her goals. So, that was a little bit discouraging for her. So I said, those that understand will stick around, but those that do not will kind of fade away and kind of, only to emerge in a new way. Like they may come back with an offering or some type of humility on their side. Like they might feel bad that they left you and they want to be around. Kind of like what I just mentioned on line 4. Like they might fall off and then they like, damn, I feel so bad. And I could have been getting it with her, getting that money with her, or be in the limelight with her, and I left her hanging, and they want to come back. All right. On a lighter note, there will be 3 to 4 suitors for Vera that kind of feel like they would be at her beck and call within 2 to 3 months, like in rotation, kind of, sort of. But I really felt like maybe 1 or 2 will stand out the most, and that is probably who she will give her most attention to. Exchange of money comes within a month or 2. It kind of happens between her and a man. So Vera knows that it's going to be between her and a man. So it's this kind of feels like some helping hand from a man. It feels like a much older man also. Someone she has interaction with, or already who she will have interaction with, or someone that is already deep in with her, already close to her. Like this person is going to be providing some kind of financial support to her, and it feels like in a month or so. All right. So this exchange that I'm feeling like that happens with this person kind of moves her in a different direction. In which way is very much unknown, but it moves her in a different direction. So that is when we get to the next domino here. Yeah, next domino, number 5. So we have a 1 and a 6, new start, responsibility increases. So there's going to be some success, and with success comes, more responsibility. So responsibilities increase in the next 3 to 4 months for Vera. A desire to change environments will come. It seems like as the months go by from this point, there will be a need or a want, or a much desirable want to, have to change environments, whether that is enhancing where she currently lives or wanting to change where she lives altogether. This might pose an obstacle, but it can be manageable with help. And that's where I feel like this older gentleman or someone that's deep in with her, who, who has a long-standing relationship with her that she knows, will come in and help. So Vera is advised to only hold the door open for those people who are willing to help and are showing that they care and concern. So what this means is, okay, yeah, I said that there will be a couple of people she might start to date or whatever, but you don't need to be holding the door open for everybody to get your attention. Like, they don't need to have access to you. Like, yeah, you might like them. They may look fine as I don't know what, but if they're not coming in to help you see that you are trying to do something, and I mean, of course, this will not apply to everyone. This is in this person's case. If the people are not coming in to assist you in some kind of way, then you don't need to be holding the door open for them. They don't need to be getting your time and attention, okay? Because the bottom line, everybody works, right? And I hope, or you do something to, to make a living. But if they're doing nothing, I mean, you shouldn't be holding a door for somebody that's just a good time, and then they only call you because they want to have a good time, and you got bills to pay. So Vera is advised not to hold the door open for those people who are, not willing to assist or help or show care and concern for her. Like, you don't need to be giving them your attention. The attitude here should be the willingness to do better for her. An opportunity could come her way in like a week or 2 from now. I felt like it, but no more than a month or 2 later. Like some kind of assistance should come. And if we count a month or 2 later from now, June, July, August, that's where we at. And again, that's the feeling of that older gentleman or some gentleman. Maybe this could very much be a young male with an older spirit, or who is very mature, that could assist. It could mean that also. All right. So the opportunity that could present itself to Vera is like a welcome mat that she will need in order to move or change environments. Okay. So that's going to help her in like a month or 2. So moving forward, we're going to get to domino number 6, line 6, and that is here. Again, 6 is responsibility, communication, and sometimes I get mediumship messages here. And this one is very short when I was channeling it. For Vera, it means responsibility increases in a month or two. Notice of this may come to her. So notice maybe an email, a text message, or some kind of notice will come, like something increases. Now, it feels like Vera will have a decision to make in 3 to 4 months from now. And this decision should not be taken lightly. Whatever the decision is, it aids in more stability. So with Domino, number 6, we have a 6 and a 2. Success between two, or with close people that are close to her, or a close entity like a business. So the success could be between her and whatever, her and a person or a business or a place or an idea. Okay, something that Vera partakes in with another person will become a nice payoff. So that's that collaboration I was speaking of. It'll be very beneficial for her. This is most likely something that is done with a male. Okay, it could be a male partner, a male friend, acquaintance. I kind of heard accomplice a little bit, but accomplice felt like it was negatively aspected. So I went with partner, friend, acquaintance. Now, she will see the fruits of her labor in 2 to 3 months from now if she is consistent here. That was what came out on number 6. So, some good things are going to come through. Also, prayer, meditation, and, speaking with spirit, whoever her spiritual team is advised here. Like, she needs to be doing some of that consistently for the next 3 to 4 months. And that's not to say you stop doing it after we see some good stuff. No, we need to keep that going. It's like to keep her grounded and to keep her level headed and making sure she knows what comes first. Like, we cannot put anything before our stability over these next 3 to 4 months if she intends to have something a little better than where she is right now. All right, line 7 here. The overall message is what I asked Spirit for, or line 7 can tell us what enhances or hinders our improvement, or just a general message about improvement here. So overall, the next 3 to 4 months will be a little up and down as far as Vera's emotions are concerned, and this can't be something to keep her stagnant. So I advised her that, when your emotions come into play and you kind of feeling all out of sorts, whether it's because you're collabing with a male or dealing with, relationship stuff, you got to snap out of that stuff quickly so that you can resume the order of business, which is your finances. Now, as long as emotions are in check, she will be fine, as far as I can see. Now, 3 to 4 avenues is what I picked up for Vera to be ways that she bring in income. It becomes heavy in the month of July. So that's right around the corner. So that means some things could pick up for her in terms of her job, business, or career here. Now, the domino that comes out is a 4 and a 6. Stability yields success here. So stability yields more success, but that stability must already be in position. What do I mean by that? Meaning her mind, the focused, etc., etc. She has to be stable in that area. Like, you can't be all falling apart, and you got to snap back from those emotional states. However you need to do it, you need to get back to business, get back focused, get back to the business at hand, so that we can go ahead and either repair these finances or get them where we need to be, so that she can move on and get the things that she wants to obtain here. All right, next, this lends a hand. The stability in this area lends a hand to her rise in success. Be careful of the tone and how you communicate with others was a piece of advice for her. Aloofness seems to get her further. Like, if you know that something is not up to par, like, don't make a big scene. If you're getting what you need to get from the situation, you don't need to be making a big scene about something so minor. Just act like, oh, okay, and keep it moving. Not forming emotional attachments will keep things flowing. So what happens when we get very much so emotional attached, and that's not really an area that you can help, because just like when you fall in love, you can't really, like, turn that off. but not forming, emotional attachments will keep things flowing. Like I kind of felt like Spirit was saying, like, keep the pleasure and the business kind of separate when we're in motion trying to build finances or get things together in terms of work, job, career. All right. Nevertheless, I heard that success was on the horizon for Vera. And that brings us to our 3 card message here. The first card is where I asked Spirit, where does her strength lie? We got Happy Family card number 4, that's stability. So I kind of felt like this was saying close connections is where her strength lies. Like she has some very tight knit connections with people. Like this will help her. And it needs to be with only those people who are reciprocating with her. She is advised to have some fun with friends and family when she can, but um, but not overdo it, because remember we have to be back at work. So when you can, like, try to fit that in. It's important. The value that Vera finds in a loving relative or friend will bring her to a much higher vibration. So this is saying, like, be around those people again when you can, because this uplifts her vibrations. Also, with this card, Vera may meet up with someone who has small children. I felt like maybe 1 or 2, no more than that. She may engage with this person, but that's on a whole nother level. Happiness and strength is found with what she calls family, or people that she desires to have close to her. So she'll be happy with those close connections here. So let's move these out of the way so we can put that card down here. All right. Now, moving forth, the number 9, or the second card here. I asked Spirit, what does she stand to gain or obtain here with the advice given through the dominoes? And we have door to value. So this is referring to new beginnings in finance and or career. And that is what she's working on here. So this card is like the potential for exciting new beginnings or some kind of expansion related to work and money or career here. So new opportunities can be unexpected for Vera, or there could be some new opportunity that could be presented related to something that she has been working on. And I kind of said that in the domino, in one portion of the domino read here. So she should look out for something like that. Anything that Vera values may open up to her, when we get to the point in this course of 3 to 4 months going forward. She is advised to remain conscious and creative, and be very much so willing to walk through those doors when the time comes for her to make the next step, like not being scared or being, letting fear get in the way. Now, for the next card, the last card is, it's the third card. So I like to say it's the third card that I pulled, of course, but it's on line 10 because I write everything out in a line. Now, here is what will happen when we have these 2 together, followed by, all of that was said in the nominal read. So what can really help her in terms of expansion, because this is the third card. How will things end or begin? Now, pulling this card, I let Vera know that it is all determined by the strategy. What do you mean by that? Your plan, Vera. You need to make a plan and work your plan. You need to work your plan to its fullest potential to see the full results, okay? So this is a number 21 card, breaks down to a 3, which I look at as expansion. So I advise Vera to plan to grow, okay? Make a plan to grow. Like whatever you put down on paper, you need to be working it to its fullest to see how it goes and if it works out or not. Like any idea, crazy as it may seem, try it, because somebody else might have tried the same thing and it didn't work out for them. Okay, it's not for them. But if you try, it might work out for you because it's for you. So that is the messages that was advised for Vera here. So this is all just a summary, y'all. I went kind of fast doing this reading because I had to record it and break it down in summary form to kind of make it, fit in around 30 minutes or less. And I think I'm a little bit over. However, this was just supposed to be like a you and your thoughts reading, but it turned out to fold into a financial piece or a financial type of reading, things that she needs to do in order to get her finance together. And we came to the understanding that she was really thinking about getting ahead in terms of, where she stands in terms of status, where she lives, the demographics. However, and she really wanted to start dating someone, although she knows that she's not really ready because she would like to have her finances in order. So hopefully this will help Vera in moving forward and probably still get the same thing that she desires wrapped up in one, as long as she keeps the main objective, which is focusing on finances, in the forefront. So maybe she has a person that she collabs with, or someone that's willing to assist her, and it unfolds into a love relationship here. So that is the gist of her domino reading here. Of course, everybody's domino reading is not going to be as quick or as short. However, I want to reiterate, this was just a quick summary to see, how someone else's reading kind of unfolded here. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye bye.